Hello, my dear, I am Louise Hay. Today we will speak of a quiet ache, the endless search for a secret formula, that magic key that will finally make you feel truly and deeply loved by another. You read the articles, you hear the advice, always looking for those 3 habits or 5 steps that promise to make you so irresistible, to finally make you worthy of being chosen. And behind this constant, tiring search, my darling, is a profound exhaustion. It is the weariness that comes from trying so hard to be someone else, someone you think is more lovable. There is a deep hidden belief that who you are, right now, in this very moment, is somehow not quite enough, that you need to be fixed or improved to truly deserve a beautiful, real love. So you twist and you mold yourself. You give and you give, hoping that if you just do enough or say the right things, you will finally be seen, cherished, and validated for all of your efforts. But this painful performance only leaves you feeling more depleted and more unseen. It feels like the real you, the authentic you, is slowly disappearing behind a mask of anxious perfection. It is such a confusing and lonely place to be, isn't it? To feel that your deepest desire for connection is leading you further away from your own truth, from your own beautiful inner self. But what if I told you the love you seek isn't in some formula? What if the secret has nothing to do with changing for someone else, but everything to do with finally coming home to you? Today, we are going to gently and lovingly release this painful belief. We will stop searching for approval outside ourselves and learn to cultivate the most magnetic love of all, self-love. Together, we will heal this pattern of seeking and open the door to the authentic love that you have always deserved. Now, take a deep, calming breath with me. Let our gentle journey begin. This ache, my dear, comes from a very simple, very old misunderstanding. It is a belief that was planted in your heart when you were just a small child. The belief says that love is conditional, that it is something you must earn. You were likely taught that you had to be good or quiet or helpful to receive approval and affection. Love became a reward for performance. So you learned to become a master at pleasing others. You studied what they wanted and you tried your very best to provide it, often at your own expense. This is the central issue. You carry a deep-seated belief that your true, authentic self in its pure form is somehow not worthy of being loved. Therefore, you search for these external rules and habits, thinking they are the missing pieces that will finally make you complete and acceptable to another. This turns your relationships into a constant test, a performance where you are always afraid of forgetting your lines or making a wrong move. But you must hear this now, my love. This is not a flaw in your character. It is simply a program, a mental pattern that you have been running for years. It's like a piece of faulty software that was installed in your mind when you were too young to know you could refuse it, a misunderstanding of your own infinite worth. You began to confuse being useful with being loved. You mistook self-sacrifice for genuine, heartfelt connection. It is an incredibly common pattern. So that constant, draining search for the right way to be loved by someone else is just a symptom of this much deeper internal belief. You have been trying to solve an internal problem with external solutions, and that is why you feel so exhausted and lost. It can never work that way. The pain is not proof that you are unlovable. It is simply the alarm bell telling you that you are living by a belief that is untrue. This search for a formula is the cry of your soul, asking you to stop looking outside for a key that has always been inside of you. The liberating truth, darling, is that this entire belief is a lie, and together, right now, we can begin the beautiful work of unlearning it. So let's look at this honestly, with great love and no judgment, just a gentle accounting. How many times have you silenced what you truly felt, just to avoid a conflict or disagreement? Do you find yourself agreeing on the outside while your soul is quietly saying, "No, this isn't right for me"? And that heavy feeling in your chest when you have to choose between your needs and someone else's, you know it well, don't you? How often have you changed your plans, your desires, or your dreams to accommodate another person's? Hoping that your flexibility would finally be seen as love, as devotion. Do you remember who you were before you started trying so hard to be what you thought others wanted? What were your passions? What made your heart sing all on its own? This constant effort to be lovable, how heavy has that mask become on your beautiful face? Do you ever feel like you are playing a role, reciting lines you think will win you affection? How much of your precious mental energy is spent analyzing texts, tones, and silences, trying to decipher the secret code that will finally make you feel secure in their love? Do you hold your breath, waiting for the response that will tell you if you are good enough today? Does another person's mood have the power to completely derail your own inner peace? How many of your own brilliant ideas have you dismissed because you feared they would be judged? Do you tell yourself that it is humble to play small, to not take up too much space? But deep inside, is there a quiet sadness for the person you are not allowing yourself to be? A longing for the freedom to be unapologetically, authentically you. Think of the last time you said no to something you didn't want to do without feeling a wave of guilt. When was that, my love? How did it feel to honor yourself in that small way? This pattern of pleasing, has it drawn to you people who are givers or people who are takers? Be honest with your own heart now. Do you feel cherished or do you feel utilized? Do you believe that your worth is tied to how useful you are to others? This is a deep, painful confusion between being of service and being in servitude. How many times have you apologized for your own feelings as if they were an inconvenience? Saying, "I'm sorry, I'm just being too sensitive," when you were simply being human. This endless search for a formula, has it expanded your world or has it made it shrink? Has it led you to bold adventures or to a small, safe cage of predictable behaviors? Look at the landscape of your current relationships. Do you feel like a true equal? Or do you feel like you are constantly on probation, needing to prove your value? The fear of being left behind if you stop performing, is it a constant companion? A quiet, anxious hum beneath the surface of everything you do. How many nights have you lost sleep, replaying interactions and finding fault with yourself? Searching for the mistake you made that might push them away. Do you find yourself attracted to emotionally unavailable people? Hoping that you will be the special one who finally cracks their code and earns their love. And does this quest always leave you feeling more depleted, more heartbroken than before? You give from a well that is already empty, hoping your sacrifice will be rewarded. Have you forgotten how to simply receive, my dear? To accept a kindness or a compliment without feeling the immediate need to repay it. To let someone care for you without feeling that you are a burden. This belief that you are too much or not enough, where did it come from? Whose voice is that in your head, whispering these old, untrue stories? This constant striving, what has it truly cost you? Your spontaneity, your laughter? Has it cost you the simple, profound joy of just being present in your own life? And what about your intuition, that wise, inner guide that always knows your truth? Have you learned to mute that voice in favor of external rules and opinions? Do you trust a magazine article more than you trust the wisdom of your own heart? This feeling of being incomplete, does it haunt your quiet moments? When you look in the mirror, do you see a friend or do you see a project that needs fixing? Listing all the ways you must change before you are worthy of being loved. How much of your life has been spent in the waiting room of someday? Waiting to be perfect enough to finally deserve a deep and gentle love. This is the true, devastating cost of this old, inherited belief, my darling. It robs you of your peace, it robs you of your power, it robs you of your now. It is the crushing exhaustion of trying to be everything to everyone except yourself. It is a hunger for approval that can never, ever be satisfied from the outside. Do you recognize the cycle now, the painful, repeating loop? The hope for a new formula, the performance, the brief validation, then the familiar emptiness. And then the desperate search for yet another secret, another key. How many more years are you willing to spend on this exhausting treadmill? How much more of your beautiful spirit will you sacrifice to this lie? Feel that within you, a part of your soul is so tired of this game. A wise part of you is whispering, enough, there has to be a better way. Listen to that whisper, that is your truth calling you back home to yourself. That is the sound of your own love, asking for a chance to finally heal you. It is time to see this pattern for what it is, not a personal failing but a painful program. And right now you can make a new choice. You can choose to stop running. You can choose to stand still and finally face the truth of your own magnificent worth. The beautiful truth is that the way out is not a formula, it is a choice to stop looking outside for what can only be found within. The real solution is to turn your loving attention inward to your own heart, to finally come home to yourself after so long of being away. The real secret you have been searching for is not about making someone else fall in love with you. It is about you finally falling in love with you. The liberating truth is that the habits that attract deep, mature love are internal. They are habits of self honor. And please hear me now, this is not about becoming selfish. That is the old fear talking, the old program trying to keep you small and pleasing. This is about self respect. It is about finally understanding that your needs, your feelings, and your peace are valid and sacred. The first true habit of love is self approval. It is the practice of looking in the mirror and saying, I am enough right now. It means you stop waiting for another person's permission to feel good about who you are. You give that permission to yourself. This doesn't mean you become arrogant. It means you stop treating yourself like a project that is perpetually broken and in need of fixing. The second true habit is valuing yourself. This means you learn the gentle, powerful art of setting boundaries. A boundary is not a wall you build to keep people out. It is a line you draw to protect your own inner peace and your own energy. And setting these boundaries is not an act of aggression or cruelty. It is the highest form of self-care and self-respect. It is a quiet, firm statement to the world that says, I honor myself and I expect you to honor me too. You are not being cold or difficult when you do this. You are simply being true, true to your own limits and your own needs. Your truth is not an inconvenience. It is your compass. It is your guide back to the authentic love you desire. The third true habit is treating yourself with unconditional tenderness. This is the practice of self-compassion. It's about how you speak to yourself when you make a mistake or feel that you have failed. Do you offer yourself kindness? This is not self-pity. It is offering yourself the same grace and understanding that you so generously offer to everyone else. The healing you seek is not about changing another person's behavior. It is about changing the way you treat yourself. The old pattern taught you to abandon yourself in order to keep someone else. The new way is to never abandon yourself again. This may feel frightening at first. The idea of choosing yourself might bring up a deep fear of being alone. But you are not choosing loneliness, my darling. You are choosing your own sacred, loving company. You are choosing integrity. You are finally learning to be your own safe harbor, your own most loyal and trusted friend. This is true security. The profound secret is this: the love you are so desperately seeking from others is a direct reflection of the love you are giving to yourself. When you approve of yourself, you will attract people who approve of you. When you value yourself, you attract those who value you. When you treat yourself with tenderness, you will magnetize people who are capable of being tender with your heart. The entire universe responds to the way you see yourself. It simply mirrors your own beliefs back to you. So we are done with the painful idea that you must change yourself to be worthy. That is a lie that has cost you enough of your precious life. The real transformation is not in becoming someone else. It is in finally, deeply, and unconditionally loving who you already are. And this is not a passive wish. It is an active, conscious choice, a commitment you make to your own soul moment by moment. It is choosing your own well-being over the temporary comfort of someone else's approval. That is real power. It is deciding that your inner peace is more valuable than keeping a peace that requires you to silence your own truth. The real work is not to become more lovable to others. It is to become a more loving presence for yourself. You are not here to perform for love. You are here to embody love, to be a source of it first and foremost for yourself. And you don't have to get this right all at once. There is no perfection required on this path, only a gentle willingness. A willingness to catch yourself when you fall back into the old pattern of seeking and gently guide yourself back home. A willingness to choose a new thought, a new action that honors your own beautiful, deserving heart. This shift from external seeking to internal cultivation is the only formula that brings lasting peace and authentic connection. It is the final, liberating answer to the question that has haunted you for so long. You do not need to earn love, you are love. Your only job is to remove the beliefs that have blocked you from knowing this truth. If you are ready to commit to this new way, to this path of self love, I want you to write in the comments, EU Mariso. Declare it now as an act of power. Let it be the first step on your beautiful journey back to you. These three habits, self approval, valuing yourself, and tenderness, are the keys. They have always been in your hands. This is the true foundation for the deep, respectful, and soul nourishing love that you have always, always deserved. And now, let us anchor this new truth deep within your heart. I want you to find a quiet moment, even if it's just for an instant. If it feels safe for you to do so, gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath and feel the air fill your lungs with new energy. As you exhale, let go of the tension, the striving, the endless search. Now place one hand or both hands right over your heart. Feel the warmth of your own touch. Feel the gentle rhythm of your own life. This is your home. This is your sacred center of love. Now we are going to plant a new seed in this fertile soil. An affirmation that will dissolve the old belief that you are not enough. Repeat with me, either out loud or silently in your mind. But I want you to feel every word. Let them vibrate in every cell. The affirmation is this: I love and approve of myself exactly as I am. Breathe and say it again. I love and approve of myself exactly as I am. Feel any resistance that may come up, the skepticism, the doubt. That's all right. Welcome that resistance with love. It is just the old program's echo. Just keep breathing and repeating the truth over it. I love myself. Feel a wave of warmth and tenderness spread through your chest. Think of the love you would give a precious child. Give that love to yourself now. And I approve of myself. Feel a weight lifting from your shoulders. You no longer need anyone else's permission slip. You are giving it to yourself. You are releasing yourself from the courtroom of other people's opinions. And you are choosing innocence. You are choosing acceptance. Exactly as I am. Feel the exhaustion of the performance simply dissolve. You can take off the mask. You can stop trying so very hard. Exactly as you are, with your perceived flaws and your unique beauties. With your history, your scars, and your brilliant, shining light. All of it is worthy of love. All of it is worthy of approval. Let's say it one more time with your entire being. I love and approve of myself exactly as I am. Let this truth quiet the anxious chatter in your mind. Let it fill the empty space in your heart you tried to fill with others' validation. This is the real secret. This is the only formula that matters. The love you seek is not something to be found. It is something to be remembered. It is right here. It has always been here, waiting patiently for you. Breathe this truth in. Feel it becoming a part of you. This affirmation is your key. Use it every single day. When you wake up, when you look in the mirror, in moments of doubt, it is your declaration of emotional independence, your journey home. You are reprogramming yourself for love, your own unconditional love. You came here seeking a formula to be loved by another, a secret key to unlock someone else's heart. It's a very human, very understandable desire. But do you see the profound shift that is happening within you right now? The goal was never to find the key to their heart. It was to find the key to your own. The search was never about making them see your worth. It was about you finally opening your own eyes and seeing the magnificent worth that was always there. You wanted to learn the habits that make someone fall in love, but the universe, in its infinite wisdom, wanted you to learn the habit of falling in love with yourself. Because that is the only love that is truly permanent, the only love that can be your anchor in any storm, the only love that brings you home to your own soul. This whole journey was not about becoming more attractive to others. It was about you becoming irresistibly, authentically, and unapologetically attractive to you. The old desire was to be chosen. The new, empowered truth is to choose yourself so deeply that being chosen by another becomes a beautiful bonus, not the entire prize. You see, the outside world is just a mirror. It reflects the relationship you have with your inner self. You were trying so hard to fix and polish the reflection. The real power is in turning away from that mirror and nurturing the source. When you love the person you are, the reflection can only be beautiful and true. The goal was never to stop others from disrespecting you. It was to respect yourself so profoundly that disrespect literally cannot find a place to land in your energy. It is not about controlling their actions. It is about mastering your own self perception. That is where your true power and your unshakable peace are always found. You were asking, how can I make them stay? The universe was gently whispering, how can you learn to stay with yourself even when you feel afraid or alone? The fear of being left is healed not by finding someone who promises to never leave, but by you promising your own soul that you will never, ever abandon yourself again. This changes everything, doesn't it, my darling? The frantic search for external approval can finally end. The exhausting performance is over. You can truly rest. You are not a project to be fixed in order to be worthy of love. You are a soul to be discovered and cherished first and foremost by your own beautiful self. The most magnetic quality is not perfection, it is wholeness. It is the serene energy of someone who is at peace with who they are, with all their imperfections. People are not drawn to your performance of worthiness. They are drawn to the authentic light that shines when you finally accept and love all parts of yourself. So the secret is not in becoming someone else. It is in having the courage to finally, fully, and joyfully be the person you already are underneath the layers of fear. The love you were seeking was never a destination to arrive at. It is the very essence of your being, waiting to be acknowledged and expressed by you for you. You stop auditioning for love and you start becoming a source of it. You fill your own cup so completely that the overflow naturally nourishes everyone around you. This is not selfish, this is sacred. It is the most loving gift you can give not only to yourself but to the world. A whole person loves from a place of fullness. You came here wanting to solve the problem of being loved. You are leaving with the understanding that the only problem was the belief that you weren't already loved. Your value is not determined by someone else's attention or affection. It is an inherent, unchanging fact of your existence. It is your divine birthright. Let this truth settle deep into your bones. The desperate need for external validation begins to dissolve in the light of this profound self-acceptance and peace. The real relationship you are here to heal is the one you have with yourself. Every other relationship in your life will transform as a result of this sacred inner work. You are no longer a victim of circumstance, hopping to be chosen. You are the powerful creator of your reality, choosing love from a place of fullness, not from lack. The old pattern was to give pieces of yourself away, hopping to be loved in return. The new way is to gather all of your pieces back home to your own loving heart. Let go of the need for them to understand you. Focus instead on the beautiful journey of you, finally understanding and cherishing you. That is true, lasting freedom. The pain you felt from the search was not a sign of your failure. It was your soul's loving guidance pushing you toward this deeper, more liberating inner truth. The emptiness was never meant to be filled by another person. It was an invitation to fill that sacred space with your own unconditional love and warm compassion. This is the ultimate homecoming, the end of the war against yourself, the beginning of a lifetime of deep friendship and partnership with your own magnificent soul. The question is no longer, am I good enough for them? The question becomes, is this person, this situation, this energy good enough for me and my sacred peace? And you will know the answer not from your anxious mind, but from the calm, clear wisdom of a heart that knows it is whole and deserving all on its own accord. This is the foundation upon which healthy, joyful, and lasting love is built, a foundation of unshakable self-worth and profound, gentle self-tenderness. You are not just learning a new technique. You are remembering an ancient truth about who you are. You are remembering that you are and always have been enough. The most beautiful love story you will ever experience is the one you are beginning to write with yourself right now. Let it be one of grace, forgiveness, and kindness. You release the need for a formula because you now understand that you are the magic. Your own self-love is the most powerful catalyst for transformation in your life. The search is over, the striving can cease. Welcome home to the safety and the unconditional acceptance that has always been waiting for you, right inside your heart. This is your moment of true empowerment, the moment you stop looking for love and realize that you are the source from which all love flows. Feel this power now. If you are ready to claim this new understanding, to live from this place of inner fullness, write "I am enough" in the comments. Declare your beautiful, inherent worth. Embrace this newfound peace. This is your new reality, a life lived from a place of inner wholeness, not from a desperate and exhausting search. You are finally truly free from that old burden. You are no longer waiting for love to arrive on your doorstep. You have become the source of it, a wellspring of compassion for yourself that will now overflow into every corner of your life. This feeling of quiet confidence and gentle self acceptance is your new home. Cherish it, nurture it, and let it guide every single choice you make from this day forward. It is your power. Did you like this reflection, my dear? I hope it brought a deep sense of healing and profound clarity to your heart. Let our loving energy connect us as we share in the comments section below. I would love to know, from what beautiful city are you listening to my voice today? Let's create a global community of love and support, one heart and one city at a time. Let us connect. If you feel that this message has truly healed something deep within you, consider supporting my work by sending a super thanks. It helps me continue bringing these teachings to you. And to ensure you do not miss our next journey of healing together, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. There is so much more love for us to explore in the days ahead. Remember always the most important truth we uncovered today, that your own unconditional self-love is the most powerful and profound cure that exists for any ailment of the heart or spirit. I see you, I see the beautiful, whole, and loving soul that you truly are. I honor your courage to heal and to finally come home to yourself. I love you for exactly who you have become. Thank you for sharing this sacred space with me. Carry this peace with you into your day and know that you are never alone on this journey of self-love. And until we meet again next time.